And Lil Rel says he's not on no Ozempic. I didn't even know I was big until he started saying it to me. He's like, man, you represent us. I'm like, oh, black people? He's like, no, the big. And I was like, all right, let me go and order this fucking Peloton.
They say there's no business like show business, and what grows the business is being in your business. Welcome to Picture This, the show where your faves are gonna come through and draw moments to bring their unseen biopics to life. I'm your host, Jonica, and on today's episode, we have the comedian, actor, writer, West Side Chicago legend, Mr. Scene Stillum himself. Everybody give it up for Lil Rel Howery! Woo!
What up?
How are you? Picture this. So you just stepped into a writer's room, but you're prepared to discuss the moments to bring your biopic to life. Pick one from each category and it's gonna walk us through everything. Now let's get into it.
All right, let's do it.
Draw an underrated comedian who doesn't get enough respect.
Dead or alive?
That is alive.
Dang, that's crazy. I know who I'm gonna draw.
While you're drawing that, I would like to know who would you have picked? Somebody that died. Do you think they got that respect?
It's a certain type of respect I don't think they have. I think they are respected, but I don't think they're talked about enough as being one of the best doing it right now. I think Robin Harris gets love, but because he wasn't here long enough, I don't think his brilliance was ever really praised like it should have been. He did Bebe Kids.
Oh.
He created Bebe Kids. It's based off the bit he did on his HBO special.
That's the one that's dead now, though, well, it's not here anymore. I don't want to say that, transition. I feel like everything's sensitive. I don't want to make sure I say it right.
But you being sensitive to the dead people?
I'm just saying, people say dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back. You better say I transition, calling me dead. Oh, dude, we had a dude named Johnny Cash, but he used to love interrupting people's conversations. So you'll be just talking, he'll go, he just come clear his throat in the middle of your conversation. And then he used to sing these random songs and make them soul songs, but they wasn't soul songs. Like I thought Rhinestone Cowboy was a soul song for a long time.
How he sing?
Like a rhinestone cowboy, cowboy. I mean, but he'll make it real soulful.
I heard you don't see social media comedians the same way you see stand-up.
I don't have anything against anybody. I think comedy is comedy. I just think, though, if you're gonna do stand-up, where you gotta put the reps in. That's it. I love DC Young Fly, who you saw really put the reps in. Jesse Banks put the reps in, you know what I'm saying? Country Wayne put the reps in. They go on stage, they tour. What's happening, unfortunately, is a lot of these cats are getting booked, selling out these shows. They don't have a set. And so the crowd is paying for this, right? And so like, they almost don't even know what to expect no more. Like if they being charged all this money to see this really popular person, and they're not actually giving you a great show.
Yes.
They're just talking to you.
For me, I look at it like, you know, rappers freestyle, and then they go in the studio, you know, the freestyle is doing stand-up.
That's funny you say, but I think it's the opposite. I think the freestyle is the internet stuff. And I think your bars is what you do on that stage where you have to have bars to really do stand-up.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we haven't necessarily seen any of them translate to TV and film yet. Not saying it's not gonna happen because I look at what Drewski's doing. He has it where I think it could be this big thing. Instead of all of us like, they not doing it this way, I think it's time to collaborate. And people need to put their egos to the side.
And come together.
And bring in their skill set. So the person I wrote down, I think he's the underrated king right now. I drew this brother the best way I could.
You did your best. You done drawing it?
Yep.
Let me see if I can guess it.
He don't even look like this. I don't know what I just did. This could be anybody. This could be a serial killer. This could be...
Actually, I think he looked just like who you drew. That gotta be DC, because DC skinny like this.
It ain't DC. Well, it's a stick man, so I can't, how you gonna put weight on the stick? You gotta give me a thick ass marker for me to write. It's Ali Siddiq. His YouTube channel is insane. His numbers are higher than most of those Netflix specials. Spent his own money, put it on his own, and he's killing it. Ali has taken it to another level. If you get a chance, go on YouTube, watch all those specials.
Draw something that represents the one city that could be considered better than Chicago.
Better than Chicago? Nothing's better than Chicago.
Well, you know, you got St. Louis, we kind of close.
St. Louis is better than Chicago?
No, I'm just saying, if we had to give an answer, I'm just saying. That's why I ain't showing you no eye contact. That's why I ain't looking at you.
Ozzie Smith is the only reason. If anything, I like St. Louis.
Oh, please, we got stuff in St. Louis.
I've been to St. Louis a bunch of times. Actually, that was the first place outside of Chicago ever headlined.
What's the top St. Louis comedian you could think of?
Sid Entertainer, because that's big.
Yeah, of course, Sid.
I mean, Guy Torrey was out there. That's how I got to LA too. Chance to go up at the Comedy Store because of Guy Torrey, because he saw me in St. Louis. Chicago is the top city, where no city's better than Chicago. But if I had to pick another setting, it's probably gonna shock people.
And it's not New York.
It's actually better. Either it'll be billboards or something. I don't know, man.
So look, while you drawing that, I'm gonna ask you, who is your like Mount Rushmore just of Chicago people?
Chicago's interesting because when you do think about Chicago, you think Michael Jordan, right? And he's not from Chicago. But he played for the Bulls, but he put Chicago on the map. I'm gonna just do it. Here we go. Mayor Harold Washington, who was so important to just what politics in general is, but him as a black mayor in a major city like Chicago was a big deal. It was a big deal that Harold Washington was our mayor. Derrick Rose.
Absolutely.
Bernie Mac.
Why didn't know Bernie was from Chicago?
And Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama was the shit in Chicago. Ooh, but you know wait a minute. I'll be wrong till I put Jesse Jackson on that though.
You ain't saying nothing about like Chief Keef them. Whole block.
Let me ask you this. So you mean to tell all these people I just named, I'm gonna put Chief Keef over Michelle Obama. And I love Chief Keef. No, but for real, he did create a movement. You know, the drill movement is real. Honestly, I'm proud of him too because like if you see Chief Keef now, it's really fascinating. He's nothing like he was early.
So Chicago known for y'all pizza. So would you pick Chicago pizza over
Yes,
New York?
over
You didn't even hear what I said. You ain't see what I said.
You ain't got it.
Because you know they say New York pizza. What about New York?
No.
Chicago pizza over St. Louis emos.
Chicago pizza.
Have you had emos?
Chicago
But have you
pizza.
had emos?
This ain't even the first argument I've had about this, especially with I'm talking about in St. Louis I've had this argument. Nobody's food
Oh my God.
in general is better than Chicago food. Like nobody. You know who the #2 city for food is? And you wouldn't believe who I'm about to say. It's gonna fuck you up.
It gotta be Houston.
Boston.
Fucking Boston.
It bothered me that it was. I was like, oh, something gotta be fucking bad. I went to a baseball game and the best food I ever had was at that fucking ballpark.
Let me see if I can guess this city.
These are billboards and then that's grass. That's stupid.
He drew every city in the world with this one.
And I said it's a clean New York.
Charlotte.
Nope.
Toronto.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Toronto!
That's a great guess.
That's a great drawing.
It looked like a clean version of New York to me. I love Toronto.
Draw the wildest rumor that you heard about yourself.
Oh, okay.
But before you draw it, I want you to look at this camera and like, what would you say to your haters?
I don't know, I'm just the wrong person to hate. You want to work with me.
Do you think, is there somebody out here, is people out here that hate you?
Oh, yeah. One specific nigga, this nigga. I'm still trying to figure out why this nigga's so angry with me.
How did you feel when everybody was saying you was on like Ozempic? Did that make you feel away?
Yes, it still does, because I feel, well, I'm in both ways of it. It's like, I feel bad that they're weaponizing it for people who
do take
who do
it.
need to do it. I don't even know where you fucking get it from. That's what made it weird. Like, I went on my journey, I was catching it every year anyway, right? People would see me like, oh, really? Oh, man, you lost so much weight, you look good, you look good. I'm like, you know, this has been going on for like 5-6 years, like, of people saying this to me. If you just go to my Instagram and do this shit, you can literally watch the whole thing happen. I was like, Real, you need to match your work ethic with everything in your life. And then I was inspired by Kevin Hart. So I was doing about 5-6 movies a year at one point. Like for 5 years, I was like working like crazy and I'd be so fucking tired. And then I heard Kevin bragging about that. And I'm like, that's real. Like, okay, let's make that a part of it. But then when the world shut down, that made it even easier about the Peloton, about that fucking mirror. I had a real goal. You know, I wanted to be toned and lean. You know, people get mad because like, well, you ain't swole up. Like, nigga, I don't want to be swole up.
I want to be lean.
I'm not taking all these supplements like the rest of these niggas. I don't want to be a swole nigga. I feel like the swole niggas are like the men BBLs, a bunch of swole niggas. They all look alike. That's why I don't go too heavy with my weights and shit. I keep it consistently what it is, but I feel great all the time. I love the way I look.
When you stopped drinking, did you feel the change really?
Man,
like
it felt like it was the last thing I needed to get rid of.
Before we get into the next one, I need to see I need to see.
I don't know if you can guess what I drew, but.
We got Big Rel, turn it to Lil Rel.
Well, back to Lil Rel, which is so funny too. I always have to tell people this, like, I gained divorce weight, but then that's about the time I started blowing up. So I booked Carmichael Show, Get Out. All this stuff while I was like kind of going through a depression and gained hella weight. That's why if you ever watch any of my comedy, I don't have any fat jokes or anything because I was never a big nigga. I didn't even know I was big until niggas started saying it to me.
Who big?
This is a true story. I remember after Get Out came out, it was a big dude in a letter, right? I was at some conference. He was like, man, you represent us. I'm like, oh, black people? He's like, no, the big niggas. And I was like, all right, let me go and order this fucking Peloton.
Lil Rel, Big Rel, Lil Rel.
Yes,
and this.
And that's Katt Williams.
I was finna say that's Katt Williams.
So I'm watching the special. I know this nigga ain't finna bring me up. And literally as I said, and Lil Rel says he's not on Ozempic. I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck you get back down to your baby weight. This nigga's is 9 pounds and 6 ounces. You know, he was just going the fuck in, right? And I was like, this nigga ain't shit. So this is the funniest story. We ran into each other at the Emmys, right? The year he won an Emmy for Atlanta. And Chappelle don't know me and this nigga beef. So me and Katt is backstage. Chappelle's like, oh shit, Lil Rel, Katt Williams, come here, niggas. And so he bring us over there, we just staring at each other.
Like,
he's like, what's wrong with you two niggas? Right? People hear Katt say shit and they think everything is accurate. It's like, this nigga just talking.
Yeah.
But he know how to deliver it so well.
So good. It's like he got proof.
He has, it's just the delivery.
Yeah.
You know, I don't go to Diddy's parties. I waited in the parking lot and watched people go to Diddy's parties. Why the fuck would you be waiting in the parking lot unless you was invited to the fucking party? But niggas hear it and be like, yeah, that's Katt. All right, nigga.
What's something that Katt said that you know just like that's a flat out lie?
All this shit is. Everything is a
somebody gotta be the
No, it's not the truth. The nigga is funny, man. The brother said on the Carmelo shit, he said, Carmelo, let me tell you something. Like the Lil Rels is the CBA. I'm the NBA. First of all, the CBA don't even fucking exist no more.
That's why I said, what's that?
That's what I'm saying. It was what the G League is now. Like, it just like, leave me the fuck alone. He's on the special with a short set on, a baggy do-rag and a big-ass hat and some big-ass dunks. I cannot believe this nigga wore that shit this special.
What?
He just dressed like a fucking stepdaddy that used to be on drugs. I could roast Katt. Katt's gonna still be like, see, he's talking that shit about my outfit. It's Versace. Which it could be, but Versace don't mean it still look like some bullshit.
Draw one thing that you think God think is ugly.
Ooh, well, I don't think it'll be a person, though. I mean, it's really just a word. I don't even need you to guess. It's hate. Yeah,
flat out.
I think that's just what, like, that's what makes God frown. It's like, why?
It's so much hate.
Unnecessary. We're all the same. Like, that's what makes this country so weird. It's like, you got the black people from your country that has literally created culture around the world and did it from the slums of it.
Imagine what we did
with support from your country.
Draw something today's comedians rely too much on, even though it doesn't improve the joke. While you're drawing it, I'm gonna ask you, what do you think makes a good comedian legendary?
The cats I look up to, like Eddie Murphy is my GOAT. What makes them guys GOATs to me is their honesty, vulnerability. Eddie, those characters, the storytelling, everything. Like, one of the greatest bits is him having that conversation with Cosby and how he felt about that, especially that was a young Eddie. The brilliance of that bit. And I think it's, you know, even with stand-up, you gotta, you know, Chappelle has mastered it. Silly shit, serious shit, political shit. Like, he's been able to do all facets, all categories of stand-up. And he's mastered every last one of them.
If you were to recast the King of Comedies, who would you take on tour with you?
I would mix it up. It wouldn't be just men.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I do want you to answer that, but I am gonna ask you, who's your favorite female?
All time, Wanda Sykes. She's one of my favorite comedians of all time in general, but Wanda is so fucking amazing. We seen Wanda, we literally watched her life unveil in every special.
In real time.
In real time. That's not easy to do.
I'm glad you gave her them flowers. Would you take her on is she a part of your Kings of Comedy tour?
I think she's bigger than that. She's a legend to me, so I wouldn't necessarily put it on. It would be like me, Miss Pat, Ali Siddiq, and Josh Johnson.
That'd be good. I wanna see your drawing. Let's see if I can guess this. Something comedians rely too much on, the audience.
Crowd work. That's basically it, the audience.
Our last one, which is the plot twist. Draw a conspiracy theory you can't believe people don't talk about more. Why you laughing?
This is stupid.
Yo, this ain't your pigeon thing, is it? Good. Draw the damn pigeons real, but I just need to know, why do you think?
They are not fucking real, man.
Why pigeons?
Because I've never seen a baby pigeon before. I've never seen a baby pigeon before. You know that's crazy, right? They hang out with each other. I don't even think you would kill them niggas. You know what's scary? Nothing feels like conspiracy theories no more because everything is really happening. I bought my kids, maybe this is a conspiracy theory. When they were little, you know them little pet robot toy things?
Yeah.
So one day we hanging out. I turned this motherfucker off. I switched this, it's a switch, you go, and it turns off. I wake up, this nigga's eyes is just glowing and just like doing shit like this. Like, nigga, I turned you the fuck off. The motherfucker was off, but was still moving. I threw that bitch out the window. I didn't give a fuck how much I paid for that. I was like, these robots on some bullshit. That's where it started.
I already know that's a pigeon. Let me see your pigeon.
I wrote my little pigeon.
That's an interesting pigeon. Okay. You ate up these drawings. Let's hit the storyboard. All right, so the visuals are ready, but a story without a genre is only half the picture. Pick a genre.
Do I hand you the card or do I look at it?
Let's look at it together. Oh, how convenient.
Comedy.
It's gonna be perfect, actually.
Yeah, it's actually. All right, picture this.
Okay.
Here we go. We got our star, Ali Siddiq. He's gonna play me, so that means we're gonna start this with me being a lot older. Matter of fact, the movie will open with a stand-up set. So maybe me shooting a special or something like that. The setting will be in Toronto because I'll be actually there shooting a movie, right? While I'm in Toronto shooting a movie, I get a call from my publicist, a team, and they're like, hey man, Katt Williams is talking about you again, saying that you on Ozempic, right? All this hate start happening. We're like, I respond to them, but instead of people supporting me, right, they just get to hating, okay? They like, man, you don't know nothing. Katt Williams called out Diddy and he was right. So if he said you lying, right? But then the resolution happens when I go on stage and I do a special, but I don't go up there and I start dissing him. No, I'm just funny about it, right? And I'm not saying anything mean. This funny stuff I say is the stuff that brings us together in a weird way. But then the plot twist is everybody thought I forgave him, but I sent a bunch of fucking pigeons to his goddamn house. And they started fucking eating all his wigs and his short sets. The end.
That was such a good story, man. If we were gonna give this movie a title, what would it be?
9 pounds, 6 ounces.
9 pounds, 6 ounces.
9 pounds, 6 ounces.
Just like that. They say there's no business like show business, and what grows the business is seeing the bigger picture in your business. Thank y'all for tuning in today. Lil Rel, you are amazing. Thank you for coming in, and make sure y'all check out
9 pounds, 6 ounces.
Just like that. We out. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the HOORAE YouTube channel for more content like this.